So what are the basis of which Rida operates? The basis of Rida's functionality are along the lines of it donates NO from outside the body to augment local production in a sustainable manner. Rida demonstrates extensive antioxidant activity. Rida creates health enhancing synergistic effects. Rida reduces irritations in the system. So these are the activity areas of Rida. And on the consequence of these activities, there are things that is expected to do. I'm going to close on this slide, and then we're going to do more of this. I'm going to continue from here when we'll have the next presentation. I'm thinking we can do something on Friday. I'll wait for your comments and chats about that to know. But first of all, is based on preclinical testing. As we speak today, a number of white rats have been tested. We've gotten some very interesting research results from the molecular biology and medical and health departments of LAUTECH. There's a group we're working with there. There's a partnership and an MOU between those two parties, where they help us do research to identify neural behavior, effects on blood sugar, effects for metabolism, and basically analyze for toxicity, and basically continue to do a variety of synthetic products. Based on these results and from the NO-duration and antioxidant effects, what I'm about to share with you are a number of things that the product is potentially viable to do. Now, this is further supported by testimonies. So when I'm sharing the next time, I'm going to be sharing with you what is expected to happen. I'm going to be sharing with you what has already happened in people's testimonies and why this product is so amazing and is doing these phenomenal things. These herbs have been researched for years. The antioxidant activities have been discovered in this research, and the things that are anticipated that it will do, we're already seeing it match with reality. And you also see that we can't even draw a line at where all of this will end, because there are things we will discover as we continue to progress as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this presentation. I've been presenting now for the last 53 or thereabout minutes, and I would like us to have an opportunity for question and answers, and possibly the opportunity to hear somebody else's voice. So I'd like to thank everybody for listening tonight. I'm going to open the chat window for us to be able to, what is the most remarkable thing that stood out for you tonight? What exactly are you seeing? I tell people, while you're putting your thoughts together, let me say this again. I can't say this enough. We are going to be the reason why somebody who will have had cancer will not have cancer. Why? Because we put a bottle of Rida in their hands, and they've been taking it every day for the last 10 years. Their colleagues, their age-mates, their friends who live the same lifestyle and eat the same things have cancer, but they are exempt because they got to hear about this product on time. We're going to be the reason why people will grow old, and instead of having arthritis and having pains in their joints, will be bouncing around the world gallivanting where their friends are bedridden and don't have much to do. This is the product that will make people have beautiful marriages, have exciting homes. Husband and wife will stick together, because even after they are 50, 60, 65, when their mates are complaining that nothing is happening again in the bedroom and in the other room, they will still be firing from all cylinders and having a good time. This will be the reason why someone, who did not have a child, we already have a testimony of somebody who had been waiting for 6 years. We have a testimony of somebody who has been waiting for 9 years. We have a testimony of someone who has waiting for 10 years, who have gotten pregnant in the last 4 months. This is very early days, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the reason why thousands of babies that they're given up on suddenly come into the earth, because somebody's systems has been cleansed, somebody has been detoxified, and amazing things are happening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a course we can drive. The beautiful thing with Green Monday is, as we push this course forward, as we give bottles, shared products, share with people and give out to them, we continue to hear the testimonies that encourage us. And because this is a $140 billion industry, as wealth is being created, as the product is moving, every one of us who have plugged ourselves into the pathway of ensuring that this product can go far and wide will become multimillionaires. We will have financial freedom. We will sit down on our laptop in years to come, refresh, and see income rolling in by virtue of teams we have built. We're going to travel around the world, not going to do nanny for family members in America or in UK. We're going to travel around the world in luxury, in lifestyle. We're going to attempt things. We're going to scuba dive. We're going to skydive. We're going to have amazing times doing phenomenal things on the basis of this course. And while we drive this course forward and onward, we're going to make phenomenal income, but lives will not remain the same again. So I'd like us to put down in that chat window, what is the biggest thing for you tonight as we bring this to a close? I'm going to give 2 or 3 people an opportunity to share with us vocally. If you are interested in sharing those vocally, type it in the chat window as well, and I will give you permission if I see your response quickly. Okay, but let's use the chat window. Let's get the conversation started. And then we can know who I would extend the opportunity to speak with us at what time. Until I give you the speaker, please, let's remain mute and use the chat window. So I can see what James Osu has said here. He said, I'm most impressed that the claims and the efficacy of the Rida can be backed up by scientific proof and evidence. Yes, it's not spurious nonsense. It's actually something that has scientific explanations around it. You know, many of us grew up conventionally with one drug, one ailment, one paracetamol, one ailment. Unknown to us, what was done was that when the herbal decoctions were found, what the West did, or what you call pharmacy did, was identify the chemicals, the phytochemicals responsible, and then went to the laboratory to mass produce them. Okay, so it's all from the same source. It's just finding chemical ways to make natural things. But today, thank God for what is happening in Africa. We don't value what we have. I tell people oil was a nuisance until value was discovered. Oil was a pollutant until value was discovered. The same way today, the next oil and the next gold in Africa is not valued around the world, but we are already seeing the claims and the testimonies that are possible from these natural, rich things we call weeds that are strong antioxidants. And these differences can really, really, really be the reason why we become, we become amazing and, full of potentials, because herbs from here are doing marvelous things, and marvelous natural products via the auspices of Green Monday is bringing it to the world. Adekunle says, antioxidants operate at the cellular level. I'm impressed. Yes. That's the beauty of antioxidants. It operates at a level where it is amazing. Okay. It says, hepatitis will be a thing of the past with Rida in a family life. Amen to that. Okay. I can see Pastor Larry says, many thanks here. I'm very excited about Rida. Africa is arriving, and for me, it is great. This is time for us to save the world. Yes, it's our turn. It's our turn. It's our time. It's a beautiful time to be alive. So very good tonight. Before I draw down the curtains, I want to hear my popular voices. Dr. Aino, I hope you are there. Don't mind me. I always like to hear your voice. It's always good to have you on the podium. So I'm going to unmute Dr. Aino and allow you to speak for a few minutes. Your voice. Dr. Aino?
Yes.
Yes, your voice is live.
Okay. I missed that. I actually stepped. Sorry, I missed what you said.
Well, I said, we're done. The floor is yours. I'd like you to share a few words. We're talking about Rida. I know you have a testimony group that has lots of testimonies. You can just maybe share a few thoughts with us for a minute or two, just to say, okay.
Thank you very much for this product training. I think it's very important. I think that it's very good that preclinical tests are being done. I know that we're still in early days. I know that we will get to the place of clinical trials, because I believe that is what would get a lot more of our colleagues on board. I know that this morning I spent about almost an hour presenting to a neurologist, and I shared a lot of this with him. And the good thing is that he's willing to try the product. He's actually not my team. In my team, I just helped somebody to present to him. And so the testimonies or feedbacks, they're very, very important. And I'd like to encourage everybody to report back. If you have a feedback, if you have a testimony, drop them in that group, because it's really going to help us going forward. You know, these are really early days, and with so many coming in, I'm sure there's going to get to a time we can compile them, compartmentalize them, and maybe even look at them in more detail. You know, so that is going to really help going forward. So thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing more and more feedbacks and testimonies from Rida. In fact, I have a testimony, a cousin of mine who has been using, initially she was using Rida and she said it's not doing anything to her. You know, but this evening, she came to say, well, it is doing something to her, that she felt it wasn't regulating her bowels the way she wanted, and it's doing that, and even it's helping her with weight loss. So yeah, she's happy to say she's going to now pay me for the bottle she took from me.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. For me. Thank you very much. Well done. I think we'll listen to one more doctor tonight, and then we'll call it a night. We've already done 1 hour. I think I saw Dr. General. Let me see if I can give you voice. I don't know what's happening to my mouse. Dr. General, you have voice? Can we hear you?
Okay.
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, thank you for this. These products, okay, can you hear me, sir?
I can.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, so thank you for this opportunity of us being able to participate in distributorship of Rida. Really, it's something that's been very amazing to me. Initially, I've been having problem in talking to some of my colleagues about the products because they want more evidence, they want facts, they want more detailing about what the product can do and what the product cannot do, the side effects and all that. But I spoke with one of his senior colleague was it a few days ago? She's actually with the military. She's a lieutenant colonel. She's in the Nigerian military, this thing. So she told me to give her a bottle that she wants to try it. After I sent her some facts, some of these things you presented tonight, I told her some of those things on phone. She didn't want to agree with me that it can be that efficacious. So I sent her some of these things. She went through herself. She actually Googled it. The one that is actually making her to feel so excited about it is what she found out about Senna Alata. And I really think that's one of the most researched parts of this component that people are really aware of. So when she saw those things about Senna Alata, I sent her a bottle today. So I'm very sure she's going to come to next meeting probably on Sunday. So we need to take this product education important because people will want to know what we know about the product and they want to us to lay claim on if this thing works or not. But it's an antioxidant, just like you rightly said, with other things it can do and all those components. So I'm very certain when I give it to people that I know it works and I know they will come back because it has worked. Thank you, CM.
Thank you, Dr. Dira. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so tonight, that's where we draw the curtains. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this.